Hello, good afternoon. My name is Isaac Odibayo. Welcome to Land Advantage. Today we're going to be talking about location as it affects your investment. So location is very important when it comes to choosing the property you intend to invest in. Today we are going to just streamline location as relates to an investment in property that relates to where you want to live. So if you haven't gotten a piece of property and you want to invest in a piece of property, and that property in question is a property that you intend to live in, so location becomes very, very important to you. So the location must meet your needs. So you have a lot of Nigerians that are in diaspora, or some Nigerians, a lot of Nigerians in diaspora that will send resources to their families, their friends, to even real estate company to get them a piece of property or build them a piece of property. And when they get back into the country, some of them cannot, that environment is not what they are looking at. So you're looking at getting what you expected in the money you have sent is not what you have gained or what is given to you. So how do you go, or how do we mitigate? And it's not just for people in diaspora, even in Nigeria as well. You might live in Nigeria, you might live in Lagos, and you want to invest in a property that you intend to stay, meaning that your residential, a residential property for yourself. So, what do you do before you invest? The first thing you need to do is the environment must meet your needs. The environment must meet your needs. It means that environment is a place whereby you will be comfortable to live in. If it's not a place that you feel comfortable to live in, it will be it will be a waste of money to invest in such environment based on the fact that you want to live in that environment. Another thing again is that what is the proximity to the major highway? What is the proximity of the property you are buying to the major highway? So if it's less than 10 minutes or 7 minutes, less than, let's say, 5 minutes to the highway, it could be a good buy, because most of the times having the property on the highway is not for residential purpose. It's not the in thing, because you want some form of quietness, some form of quietness, and the level of vehicular movement in that environment. You want to ensure that it's a little bit minimal. So those are some certain things that you have to take into cognizance as well. Again, you have to also take into cognizance the cost of investing in that environment. So it has to meet your financial budget. If it does not meet your financial budget, quite a lot of people want to stay in Ikoyi, VI, probably Lekki, or even in GRA, Ikeja. But if it does not meet your financial budget, you have to still look at the alternatives to such environment if it relates to you investing in your residential property. Also, the other thing you need to also take into cognizance is level of capital appreciation. Also, because when you want to invest in a property for yourself, tomorrow you could decide to change your decision. You could decide to relocate to other parts of Nigeria. You could decide to even relocate out of the country. So if I invest in a piece of property that I want to use I want to use for my residence, in the next 5 years, what will be the value? If the value is not going to appreciate over the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, I don't think it's advisable you invest in such environment. So the other thing you need to look at again is security. Security is very important. Are there police posts close to that environment? What are the type of people living in that environment? Can I work with people that are in that environment to provide adequate security for that type of environment that you intend to invest? Those are things that you should take into cognizance when it comes to investing in property that you intend to live in. Because I've seen a lot of people make mistakes, especially people in diaspora, that when they are finished investing or send money to their family members or to individuals to buy a piece of property for them, and at the end of the day, when they get back into the country, the property might be a very good property, but the location does not meet their needs. The location does not meet their needs. It means that you have invested so much money, millions of naira, into investing in a piece of property that you don't feel comfortable living. Imagine someone that lives in the diaspora, where the roads are good, the roads are perfect, everything works, electricity works, healthcare works, access to good restaurants, access to social amenities is close by, and you now move that person to a suburb or an outskirts of the city where we have no such things, that person will be disappointed. So before you invest, especially people in diaspora, so we are really channeling this to people in diaspora. Before you invest, ensure you know where you are investing in, because a lot of people have left the country for quite a lot of a long period of time, so they don't even know where the developments are anymore. They don't know what the cost of investing in Nigeria anymore. So you need to do your due diligence, ensure that this, I'm not buying this for investment, but I'm buying this that when I come into Nigeria, or when I come into Nigeria, I can find a place to stay instead of renting, or instead of renting an apartment for a month, or even using going to the hotel or shortlet to stay for a month or two there, depending on how long you intend staying in the country. So these are things that people should take into cognizance when it comes to investing in their residential property. So I want to believe that you have been able to glean one or two things. Feel free to discuss with us. We have people that have given us some properties to dispose, especially some people in diaspora, that it's not that they have invested, and they are unable, it does not meet their needs. So it's now becoming something in our organization that we are looking at. How can we ensure that people don't even invest in the first place? You don't have to invest in the wrong place and trying to sell that piece of property probably at a giveaway price, because most of the times when you have invested, let's say you have invested 20 million or 15 million to get a bungalow in a particular environment, and you return to Nigeria and it does not meet your needs, nobody is going to buy a piece of property from you that invested 20 million and you are in a need to dispose it as soon as possible at with 20 million naira. Nobody is going to buy it off from you. So it's going to be more of a distress sell or a forced sell that you have to come down to take some losses, then to get back some of your money and look for other environment that you find attractive to invest. So I believe you have gleaned one or two things from what we have discussed so far. Feel free to reach out to us at Hillsong Estate, Nigeria. My name is Isaac Odiba. I will be dropping our numbers on this platform. Feel free to discuss anything that relates to property investment in Lagos and Ogun State. We are looking at investing in Abuja and Port Harcourt soon. So just when it comes to Lagos, Ogun State, we have you covered. This is an environment that we know so well. This is an environment that we have estates. So feel free to reach out to us. I will, drop your comment. If there's something you want us to discuss more, or like you want us to throw more light, or you can drop it on our comment so that we can talk more about it in our subsequent video. Thank you very much. My name is Isaac Odiba. You have just listened to Land Advantage.